Hi, today's lesson is about question intonation. Not the normal neutral questions, but when you're using questions for clarification or to express an emotion. Just as a review first, so if you have a yes and no question, those are questions that only need a simple yes or no. They rise. They go up like this. For example, are you coming? Did they pick it up? Now, questions that need information as answer fall at the end. And they kind of do a slope actually, a little bit like this. They start high on the WH word, the question word. Where are you going? So the second stress, in this case, going, it's going to drop. So repeat after me. Where are you going? Or in the next question, what did you do? Do is going to have stress, and what will have stress? You start the highest on the what. That's the most important word, whether it's where or when or what, etc. So what did you do? See how that kind of goes like a nice slope like that. Now, when you need to clarify what you heard, or perhaps even expressing an emotion about it, you're going to have a different meaning of your question. So if you have your neutral question like, where did they go? That's going to be just very neutral, asking for information, no opinion about it, I just want to know. But if it rises, and it's actually a very steep rise, it's a request for clarification, or it might even be like, I can't believe it kind of emotion, or a big surprise. So here's an example. So A is saying, what happened? That's just a normal question. What happened? And the person says, a hit and run accident. A hit and run accident. Well, maybe you don't really know what hit and run accident is the first time you hear it. So you want to hear again what they said, and you go and start really, really low. What happened? What happened? This is like a very big difference. What happened? A car hit someone and then just took off. So if you get a question from somebody else like, what happened? Then you may want to use a few different words. You may want to rephrase how you answered that question, because maybe the person didn't understand you. Maybe you struggle with your pronunciation or used a word that wasn't quite appropriate for the situation. So you also want to notice when other people ask a question like that. So let's review this one together. What happened? A hit and run accident. What happened? A car hit someone and then just took off. Another example is this. There's not really any emotion in this one. It's just clarification. So you're asking, what street do you live on? Very neutral question. And maybe the answer is a little bit unclear because streets can have funny names. So what about this one? On South Hoyt Street by Florida. And in this case, Florida indicates another street, a bigger street. On South Hoyt Street by Florida. Now, if you couldn't quite hear what the street was, what street? On South Hoyt Street. So let's review this again. What street do you live on? on South Hoyt Street by Florida. What street? On South Hoyt Street. Just notice how high you actually go. You start really low with your question word. What street? And you're gliding up. And you're ending up here. So it's a huge difference. Another one. Where do you work? I work at Walmart in Wheatridge. Where do you work? In Wheatridge at a Walmart. Again, where do you work? I work at Walmart in Wheatridge. Where do you work? Dum da da dum. Where do you work? Dum da da dum. In Wheatridge at a Walmart. Now, when people practice a dialogue like this, very often they have more problems with their first one to go down there. Where do you work? Because in many languages, questions are indicated by rising intonation. So you want to practice both of them. Where do you work? Where do you work? Dum da da dum. Dum da da dum. So just listen to how people ask questions. Listen to WH question. Now sometimes they may go up a little bit more. It depends on emotions behind a question. It can depend on the situation. It can depend on the person's accent a little bit. But generally speaking, you're going to notice this down slope when you have a WH question. It just requires neutral information. And you're going to notice this big, big, big rise, starting very low, going very high, when somebody wants clarification. And if they're really upset about something, they might say, what did he do? Dum da da dum. They really go up there to the highest level, pitch level that we have to show strong emotion. Listen, practice, and have fun with it.